Hi all, welcome to the part 3 of Cables and Suspension Bridges Module 5 CA202 Structural Analysis 1. So in this lecture, the guided pulley support. Okay, now let's say problem. A bridge cable is suspended from towers 80-meter apart so that the length of the span is 80 meter and carries a uniformly distributed load of 30 kilonewton per meter on the entire span, so that W is equal to 30 kilonewton per meter. If the maximum sag is 8 meter, calculate the maximum tension in the cable if the cable is supported by the saddles which are stayed by wires inclined at 30 degree to the horizontal. That means alpha is equal to 30 degree. Determine the forces and bending moment on the towers if the same inclination of backstay passes over pulley. Okay, you have to take the angle in while it is passing through the pulley is also 30 degree. Determine the forces and bending moment on the towers, and given the height of the tower is equal to 15 meter. Okay, so here you can see the cable and which is supported at A and B. So the reactions are horizontal thrust H and VA, and here it is H and VB, and the UDL is of intensity 30 kilonewton per meter, and here also you can see the dip or sag as 8 meter. Okay, now from the symmetry, VA is equal to VB is equal to 30 into 80 by 2, that's equal to 1200 kilonewton. So that H is equal to, if the supports are in the same level, use the equation WL square by 8H, and that's equal to 30 into 80 square divided by 8 into 8, where 8 is the horizontal dip of the cable. Now we know that Tmax is equal to square root of Vmax square plus H square. Okay, and that's equal to square root of 1200 square plus 3000 square, and that's equal to 3231.1 kilonewton. So that, and we already know H is equal to T max cos theta, and from that equation theta equal to cos inverse of H divided by T max, and that's equal to cos inverse of 3000 divided by 3231.1. So from that you got the angle theta is equal to 21.8 degree. That means the cable, here you can see the tension in the cable which is acted upon with the horizontal is the angle theta, and that's equal to 21.8 degree. So that's the inclination of main cable at support, theta equal to 21.8 degree. Okay. So here the H is the small one. That means the dip of the cable, and we will get the capital H as 3000 kilonewton. Okay. The forces on the towers for guided pulley support. Given the angle of anchor cable with horizontal as alpha is equal to 30 degree in the question. So that the tension in the anchor cable is same as that in the main cable. That means the tension in the anchor cable will be passed through this, tension in the main cable will be passing through this anchor cable, so that both tension will be same. So that the vertical force on tower is equal to T max into sine theta plus sine alpha. Just substitute the values of T max and sine of theta and sine of alpha, and you got the vertical force on the tower as 2815.48 kilonewton. Okay. Now the horizontal force on the tower is equal to T max into cos theta minus cos alpha, and that's equal to 201.82 kilonewton. So what about the bending moment? It is nothing but the horizontal force into height of the tower. So the height of the tower in the is given in the question as 10 meters. So the net horizontal force 201.82 and into 10 is equal to 2018.2 kilonewton meter is the bending moment that is acting on the tower. Okay. Now when it is supported by a roller support, as we already know, T max is different from the tension in the anchor cable. It is T1. Okay. So what is the relation connecting T max and T1? So T1 is equal to T max into cos theta by cos alpha, and that's equal to 3464.4 kilonewton. In this also, the alpha angle is given it is same as that of previous one. Okay, so that the net vertical force on the tower is equal to T1 sin alpha plus T max sin theta, and that's equal to 2931.98 kilonewton. And as we already know, for a roller support the horizontal force is 0, so that there will not be any bending moment in the roller support. Okay, now 0.464, that means this tip of the cable is equal to 3.464 meter. So that the horizontal thrust is H is equal to WL square by 8H, and that's equal to 9.237 kilonewton. From that, find out T max, which is equal to, here we have VA equal to VB, so that T max is equal to square root of V square plus H square, and that's equal to 12.22 kilonewton. Now, the inclination of T max with horizontal, we know H is equal to T max cos theta. That means the cable make an angle theta with the support A with horizontal, that is theta is equal to cos inverse of H by T max, and that's equal to 40.898 degree. Okay, here you can see the span length is 120, so 120 into 6 divided by 2, and that's equal to 360 kilonewton. Now H is equal to WL square by 8H, so that H is equal to 1080 kilonewton. Now T max is equal to square root of V max square plus H square, and that's equal to 1138.42 kilonewton. Now H is equal to T max cos theta, from that theta is equal to cos inverse of H divided by T max, and that's equal to cos inverse of 1080 divided by 1138.42, which implies theta is equal to 18.435 degree. Now, the net vertical force transmitted to the tower is equal to T max into cos theta minus cos alpha, and that's equal to 94.099 kilonewton, and the bending moment that is acting on the tier is equal to the net horizontal force into height of the tower. So that's equal to the net horizontal force is 94 kilonewton, and that into height of the tower is 15 meters, so that it is 1411.49 kilonewton meters. Okay, so let's read the next question. A cable is suspended from points A and B, which are 80 meters apart horizontally and are at different levels. The point A being 5 meters vertically higher than the point B. That is, point A is 5 meters higher than the point B. And the lowest point in the cable is 10 meters below A. And the cable is subjected to UDL of 30 kilonewton per meter over the horizontal span. So determine the horizontal and vertical reactions at each end and also the maximum tension in the cable. Okay, now here we have the supports are in the different levels. So use the equation to calculate L1 is equal to small l into root of H1 divided by root of H1 plus H2, and also L2 is equal to L into root of H2 divided by root of H1 plus H2, and also horizontal thrust H is equal to WL square divided by 2 into root of H1 plus root of H2, where H1 is the height of the support A from the cable, from the center part of the cable, and where H2 is the height of the support B from the central part of the cable. So H1 is at a height of 10 meter from the central part of the cable, and H2 is at a height of 5 meter from the central part of the cable. So that the horizontal thrust is equal to 3294.2 kilonewton, and L1 here you got it as 46.86 meters, and L2 is equal to, since the total length is given as 80, so L2 is equal to 33.17, or use the equation to calculate L2 and you got it as 33.17 meters. Okay. So here you got VA is equal to 1405 and VB equal to 994. So VA is greater than VB, so that maximum tension is equal to square root of VA square plus H square. And that's equal to 3581.66 kilonewton. Now we have to find the angle cos theta or theta. And that is theta is equal to cos inverse of H divided by T max, and that's equal to 23.11 degree. Okay. Now we have to study the effect of temperature on cable. So as we already know, if a cable is subjected to some temperature, the length of the cable increases. So since the supports are rigid, the increase in the length of the cable increases the dip of the cable and hence reduces the horizontal thrust. Okay, so referring to the figure, the length of the cable is given as capital L is equal to small l plus 8h square divided by 3l. Okay, now the dl by dh is equal to, just differentiating with respect to h, we will get it is 16h divided by 3l. That is delta L is equal to 16h divided by 3l into small delta h, and put it as equation number 1. If alpha is a coefficient of thermal expansion and T is the rise in temperature, then increase in length is given by delta L is equal to L alpha T, that we already know. Then substitute the value of L here and you got it as 1 into 1 alpha T plus, L alpha T plus 8h square divided by 3L into alpha. Okay. Now delta H by H is equal to minus 3 by 16 L square alpha T divided by H square is the increase in temperature to find out the horizontal thrust. That means if you are increasing the temperature, the horizontal thrust is decreases, and by taking this delta H by H value, we can find out the effect of this temperature on the cable. Okay. Now let's see some problems regarding the. Now VA equal to VB equal to WL by 2. We already know then that's equal to 600 kilonewton. And before the temperature changes, the maximum value of tension is equal to square root of V max square plus H square. So substitute the first value of the thrust and you got T max is equal to 2088.06 kilonewton. Okay. And we already know there is no vertical reactions due to temperature changes. Then after the temperature changes, we know the thrust gets changed, it gets reduced. So substitute the new value of the thrust and you will get the maximum tension as 2072.74. So the change in tension is 15.32 kilonewton, and also the change in the angle of T max, that is theta, is 16.7 minus 16.82 degrees. Okay, that's the difference in the angle theta. So thank you. Hope you all understood this section. Thank you for watching.